Moving on to Zach. Zach, what do we have in store for the match today? Zach one.
Well, certainly we have Sunrisers Hyderabad versus CSK. One again, a match for the playoffs against CSK. Now finally have a chance, an opportunity to put themselves in that top four slot above Punjab after Punjab's mishap yesterday and Rajasthan's as well. So, of course, a very important fixture for the Chennai Super Kings here if they are looking to increase themselves, their chances in the playoffs. Sorry, Chennai Super Kings. But then Sunrisers Hyderabad, I think they would want to have some sort of an edge and a momentum going forward. So, an exhilarating fixture that we're going to look at.
Well, absolutely exhilarating fixture. Uh, Aaron, before I let you go, what is your big moment of the match today?
Oh, well, of course, the Chennai Super Kings, they need to make an upset and a win for the Chennai Super Kings today. It's really going to topple the tables. And, the spot at number 4 and number 5, they're really going to they're really going to struggle to make it to the playoffs. So what I'm looking forward is keeping aside who I'm supporting and, who's the best side of the day. I believe I want to see Chennai Super Kings winning today and toppling the tables and making the race to the playoffs very interesting.
Well, absolutely. Playoffs. What is your mind? What does your mind say in the playoffs when it comes to your favorite team? Has it qualified or is it on the qualification or has it been knocked out?
Well, I'll be very honest. At the start of the tournament, I obviously love the Chennai Super Kings team. They have been a fabulous team throughout the past number of years. They have carried a lot of pride in their game. So unfortunately, it was not the kind of start they would have loved to have, but they have getting into momentum. So what I believe is a win today for Chennai Super Kings, it'll always give them that edge to make it to the playoffs. So I still believe that there is a chance, depending on how the IPL has looked like this year with lots of ups and downs. So I'm looking forward definitely for the Chennai Super Kings to win the game today and have an edge to get into the playoffs.
Well, just stay on with us. Before we let you go, got another Punjab Kings question. Of course, a team that has shown flashes of brilliance but continues to chase consistently. I beg your pardon, in the IPL 26. Currently battling in the lower half of the points table, Punjab, known for do or die territory with just few matches left in the league stage, every point is precious as they fight for the playoff spot. Led by Shreyas Iyer, Punjab possesses an explosive batting between Prab Simran and their Nehal Vadera. Bowling isn't bad either with Arshdeep and Yuzvendra Chahal. Will Punjab Kings finally break their jinx? Let's look at the potential. Yes, the potential stuff scenarios right now. If we look at the qualification, current standing is they played 12 matches, 7 wins, 5 losses, 14 points, net run rate of plus 3.31. The scenario is if they win both matches, all the matches, they'll be almost qualifying. If they lose one, then it becomes difficult with 16 points. What is an ideal situation, Aaron, you want them to see Punjab Kings right now?
Well, Punjab Kings, they started off the tournament on a high note. They won the matches, they topped the table. But if you take a closer look at their last recent encounters, they have really struggled out there. So at the moment, even though they're at 14 points, what I believe is that their positivity might be a little bit on the lower side. So they need to fight back hard. It's an important stage of the tournament and fighting really hard at the start of the tournament, topping the table, and then losing it off in the middle stage, they would be really disappointed. So keeping aside their recent performance, what I believe is they need to try and come out of their struggle. They need to play some positive cricket, just the 2 games left. So they need to give their 100% and make it to the playoffs because they started off on a positive note. So it's very important that they try and showcase their skills, which they did at the start of the tournament, and make it to the playoffs.
Well, absolutely. Aaron, I'm going to let you go because you have a match going right now. We'll join you tomorrow. But in the meanwhile, David Brooks, the second scenario is if they go one each, do you think Punjab deserves to stay in contention, considering they've been very good in the first 6 games and absolutely opposite in the last 6?
Yeah, I mean, 6 defeats in a row, that's the opposite of momentum, isn't it? It's not really not what you want. And I just saw signs in the run chase yesterday that the lack of belief, perhaps, that they were really going to do it. I mean, there was some good hitting from Stoinis and Shashank towards the end, but to be in a situation where they're 95 for 5, chasing that score of 2-2-2, it was never going to be on, was it? My faith in the Punjab Kings has been shattered, I think, over this period, and it's going to take a lot, I think, now for them to turn that round. You need momentum going into these tournaments. You want to peak at the right time. They've obviously peaked too early.
Absolutely. They picked up from the starting, but somehow everything is coming under pressure. The captain, the owners, the social media team, their handles, and including their posts, and also the off-field behavior of the players. Zakwan, would you agree that the team Punjab, if they were to lose both the matches, they're completely out? Would you agree that they've come under severe criticism for off-field things as well? Zakwan Ruby.
Looking at Punjab Kings coming, like you said, Brooks, going 6 wins at the beginning, coming off so high, standing up tall, and then all of a sudden 6 losses really speaks amounts to what's going on in that camp. We can't, it's unbelievable, such a strong team going to such low standards, and now disbelief in the camp, owners disheveled, really nothing going right for them. First 3 games, it was the bowling was fixed. Now it's the batting, it's the fielding. Things are not balanced in the Punjab camp. So as for how they are and what momentum they need going forward, they need a lot to bring themselves back and crawl themselves into the playoffs, because they still do have an opportunity in order to beat the top 4. But the way things are going currently, it just seems very unlikely.
Well, very unlucky. But tell me one thing, who's your favorite player? Despite the bad and the ugly that Punjab has managed to put together, who's your favorite player?
Honestly, would love to say it's Cooper Connolly, he's been playing really well. Even though he might not be as flashy or explosive as Priyansh Arya, Prasim Singh, he might not be as cool as Shreyas Iyer, but he's certainly showing some sort of innovation in that camp, and which is something I'd like to keep on seeing in the future.
What's your favorite team for the day today in the tussle of the match?
I would have to say Sunrisers Hyderabad, giving them the upper edge in this fixture, mainly because the batting, of course, comes with an explosive upside. That said, CSK not too far behind, so we have everything to play for today.
Absolutely, everything to play for. David Brooks, do we see the last of Dhoni walking today? Any confirmation on that as yet?
I think he's unlikely to play. That's the word, isn't it? He's been attending training. I think he's attended most training sessions. He's becoming a bit of a talisman. He doesn't need to be there. I think his presence in the squad, his presence off the field is just as crucial these days. So I think very unlikely to see him. Look, you've got someone like Sanju Samson with his experience of what he achieved in the recent World Cup. Surely it's time for him or Gateward to really show what they can do today. CSK's record against SRH at home is very strong, isn't it? They've won 6 out of 7 encounters at home. So I'm going to give them the edge today. I'm looking for a strong performance from Samson and Gaikwad. They've done it before. They've got to do it again. I mean, even with if they win this today, they've still got to win another game. And even then, there's various mathematical calculations that say they may still not qualify. So the pressure's on them. It's time for the big players to deliver today.
Well, absolutely. It's time for the big players to deliver. Well, that's all we had time for. This is Sunil Yashkalra signing off on this fantastic program of Cricketer from the studios outside of a cricket stadium in Delhi. Well, keep joining and don't go anywhere else. We'll be back after a short commercial break.